that the best you can do?
Building completed.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Light him up! Fire! One boulder coming up. What do you fancy?
I'm listening.
Our presence here will not go unnoticed.
It's the bridge Vulcan mentioned. Yes. I think our workers could repair it. At least provisionally. All we need is a nearby outpost to supply the material.
Got it.
Wait, over there. That looks like a troll cave, doesn't it?
Oh mon dieu.
Poor thing.
There we go.
Placer
All
les
narrated.
plantes, on a placé les épices. Ça devrait les attirer.
Attack!
Ça devrait les attirer. Il régénère quand même pas mal.
I'm here. Yes?
Wrong place, wrong time, friend.
Ça devrait bien se passer.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
All right, I'm going.
Will only take a second.
So, what's the plan?
More lost souls. What a pleasant surprise.
One serving of death coming right up.
Le boss. Boss des bandits, lui.
No one lives forever. Make it good.
General Arev, still trying to stop the inevitable, aren't you?
inévitable. On a neutralisé toute l'armée. Ouais.
We've neutralized your...
You killed only a fraction of our
Seulement une
forces.
fraction de nos forces.
We are growing with every single day. You think you have it all figured out, don't you? You think that if you kill us, the god of light will go on his merry way. You are wrong.
C'est faux.
Now let's see what you are made of, General Arev.
Général.
Fight me.
Et moi.
Uh-huh.
Take them out!
Délire.
Not bad, General. Not bad.
Ils ont... Ah, ok, d'accord.
Ooh, let me at him!
Ça va être une scène très longue.
Is that the best you can do?
C'est bon, boum, on va récupérer sa ligne.
Pathetic!
Je pense qu'il va falloir renforcer 2-3 fois.
Miss me.
It must be done.
C'est bien, on s'attaque à un qui arrive venir.
Great minds think alike.
C'est pas mal.
What the?
Intéressant.
This end for now.
They're fools to challenge us.
What do you fancy?
Here we go.
Good. That's
C'est bon.
enough.
Ça suffit.
By the...
Mais qu'est-ce
What
que
is this?
A paralysis spell,
Sort of
imbued with the energy of the Horde. The end of our little game. I wanted to probe your powers, and now I have.
Non, je vais. Vous avez testé et tué ta art.
Like you test...
So you know.
Vous savez,
No, I merely ended the suffering. You should have seen Tahar's soul when we met.
Super.
Numb and raw, fragile and intense, shredded by the
intense.
horrors of the past. For Tahar, life had
Horrors.
become a torture.
devenu
All I did was end the pain.
End the pain? For fuck's sake, you're a murderer! At least have the decency to admit it!
Alathiel, isn't it? Shouldn't you, of all people, know that I'm right? You knew how troubled Tahar was. You see, for people like the betrayer's child, there's no chance of getting better. Their souls are too damaged, and all that awaits them are years and years of pain. I spared Tahar that pain. Though, of course, protecting our mission in its early stages was also a factor. I couldn't risk anyone learning about what we were doing. Not back then.
Défait votre armée. Si. Tu es perdu.
We did suffer casualties, yes. But we're far from defeated, General. Also, we got what we came here for. Your staff has been destroyed and the Horde has been fed. Jakku is closer to being fulfilled than it ever has been. It's pointless, but rest assured, I'll make it.
Wait. Whatever you think your reasons are, Sheikhdad is controlling you. You're corrupted, just like Rondar Lacane was.
I know.
You what?
I know I'm corrupted. But that doesn't mean that I'm not in control of my actions. I serve the God of Light because I choose to.
C'est pas lui. Ça n'a pas de sens. Oui, vraiment.
Do you really believe?
I do. Remind me, General Aref, what happened in Empiria? That one mysterious day you lost your entire division and the town you were supposed to protect.
How?
It's not hard to find the records if you have the right sources. Also, I'm a dream weaver, and you're like an open book. Now tell me, what happened?
I don't remember.
So you're still suppressing the truth. Interesting. You see, General, I don't doubt your good intentions. Which is why, when the people of Kavil and your soldiers fell under the axes of the orcs, they did so as a result of you thinking you were doing the right thing. Now, you may have an excuse for why it happened that way. In war, people die. You made a mistake. The orcs killed the people, not you. However, what you fail to see is that suffering is simply the result of conscious existence. It's what mankind does.
What are you talking about? That's nonsense.
Is it? Look at this world, General. Beggars starve under the feet of the rich. Soldiers die for their tyrants' greed. Plagues wipe out cities. Existence creates suffering. It's a simple equation. Therefore, the only logical solution to end the perpetual suffering is to simply end existence altogether. Jakku.
Are you even listening?
A necessary sacrifice. And one that pales in comparison to that which mankind would inflict upon each other if it continued to exist.
This is just nonsense.
On a personal level, maybe. In the grand scheme of things, no. You should know, and doesn't it give the lie to all our so-called accomplishments? What's a poem? What's a random act of kindness compared to the butchering that no animal would be capable of, but that we continually inflict upon each other?
Even if what you said...
An emotional question. Existence equals suffering. No existence equals no suffering. Would any amount of suffering ever be preferable over no suffering at all?
Oh, God.
Goodbye, General Arel.
Your Majesty?
Interesting. So you're capable of more than wielding a scepter?
This ends now.
No. No, it doesn't.
Non, non, vraiment.
Gone. Damn it, Your Majesty. How did you...
C'est comment?
I came as soon as I could. Let us head back to Grey Keep.
On doit discuter.
Now, will someone explain why we did not see this coming?
On va m'expliquer
You were
pourquoi on arrive
supposed
à
to
venir.
monitor the Crescent for Tarth.
Again, as long as we don't know where the headquarters of the Crescent are, we can't monitor them. We can only tail the assassins who show up in public. If you're looking for someone to blame, maybe start with your Royal Army commander who betrayed you. If you hadn't punished him so harshly, he might not have played the petulant child and let the masked woman into the keep.
Maybe. Either way, it does not matter. If there is a silver lining to this incident, it is that it confirmed that the masked woman really is one of the corrupted.
Surprise, surprise.
We had to be certain. The question is,
Votre mémoire
has your memory
est
come back,
revenue,
Skadar?
Shadar?
Were you able to identify the remaining two corrupted as well?
Difficile de corrompu.
I think
Pense
so.
partiellement.
Partially.
Yes. The masked woman severed the connection before I could make out all the details. But I know that one is an Empyrean man on the border between Hallet and Windwall.
Rien
The other in Windholm itself.
entre Hallet et Windholm. L'autre est en Windholm. C'est- Chercher sur c'est des amants de beau.
In theory, yes.
En théorie, oui.
Finding another artifact with sufficient energy, however, would take
Il y a
time.
du temps.
And with the...
We would lose more time than we can afford.
On passe celui à Windholm de Tarakis.
Windholm.
I had the same thought.
Pense
If
aussi.
it's him, he's definitely not aware of his corruption.
Il est pas
My
au
brother and the
courant
rebels
de la
have been
corruption.
monitoring him ever since his rise. He has never mentioned the God of Light.
As I said, that doesn't mean anything. The corrupted contribute to Jakku in all kinds of different ways. And if Arrakis' purpose in this was to simply cause chaos, then
C'est
he
juste
succeeded.
faire du chaos, ça
Agreed.
suffit.
Besides,
Yeah.
it is well past time we dealt with him. Hailstone,
Les rebelles
you
sont
said
prêts
the
à nous
rebels
aider.
are ready to perform.
Aye, but we'll still need your help.
Oui,
You
on
will
a
get
encore
it.
besoin de votre aide.
All that matters is that you neutralize High Hierophant Arrakis as swiftly as possible. Tell us your plan.
As you
Le
wish.
plus possible.
Under General Aerev's command and carrying no banners, the Wolfguard travels to and lays siege to Windholm. Arrakis will have no option but to send his troops out and confront us. While our armies clash, Malik and his people take up arms inside and blow up Arrakis' monument. Then, they use the ensuing confusion to deal with the remainder of the Windholm Guard, proceed into the castle, and capture Arrakis and the higher-ups. Once we've won, we push on into the city and take out any resistance
Une fois
left.
que nous aurons gagné, ce serait fait. On va prendre toute l'armée même.
So we're sending the wolf...
Well, I'll be honest, we're in for a tough time. But we can use the Windholm caves to our advantage.
How so?
Because the caves are comparably narrow. They'll only be able to send a fraction of their forces to confront us. And once Malik has dealt with Arrakis and thus cut off the serpent's head, the Bastion will scatter like a flock of sheep without their shepherd.
Pourquoi détruire le monument?
Why blow up the mob?
To cause confusion.
Ouais, confus.
Also, Malik always had a weak spot for symbolism. And it doesn't get any more symbolic than this, does it?
I
Plus
agree.
symbolique que ça. Qu'allez-vous faire d'Arrakis ensuite?
What are you gonna do with Arrakis?
Like I told you, we throw him into a cell together with his bootlickers and then reinstate the
Et
prince
on
and
met
repair
le
the
prince
damage.
en place. Des mots pour venu de d'Isgrim.
There still hasn't been an...
No, he's still on his expedition up north. The last time we heard from him was shortly before you arrived in Nortend. It's a little ironic. He could have been a big help in the fight against Arrakis.
Vous aurez
We'll
vraiment
manage
aidé.
without him.
On fera sans lui. On sait que le prince aura évidemment ouvert.
I thought the crown...
I hate to crush your deception fantasies, but he's probably a dark elven, dwarven, and human army the size of the Wolfguard doesn't appear out of nowhere.
Vertarth is right.
Il n'apparaît pas de...
When the coup works, it does not matter what Arrakis thinks or feels anymore, as he will be reflecting on his mistakes in a dungeon.
And if it fails?
We will not let it come to that.
Si ça échoue, ça n'arrivera pas.
Understood.
Music to my ears. And thank you.
C'est pour nous aider,
It was
Majesté.
necessary.
Nécessaire.
Now, let us talk about the other matters.
Et l'empirienne élite.
Plenty of traders pass through Hallett. And I'm sure
Your Majesty, could he be?
He threatened that there would be consequences if we did not meet. At first, we dismissed this as nonsense, until we were made aware of the fact that this man, who happens to be from Imperia, leads a considerable army of mercenaries. And just recently, they crossed the border to the Hallett province.
Wait, someone sailed all the way over from Imperia with an army at his back just to talk to the general? Who is this man, and what by Ellen does he want from us?
That is a good question. I was hoping General Aref could shed some light on the matter.
I cross paths with a lot of people in Imperia. It could be anyone.
N'importe qui.
Well,
On nous trouve.
then we need to find out.
How well equipped are we?
Depends. I doubt that by consequences, this man means that he'll send them right into a siege of the Great Keep walls. If I had to make a guess, I'd say that he'll most likely send them towards a smaller town to cause mayhem, and then disappear before our army has a chance to catch up.
Hit and run. They can do a lot of damage that way before the Royal Army can catch them.
Not to mention that our troops have enough battles to fight already. We have to avoid a battle at all costs.
Éviter une attaque. Ils sont ces mercenaires.
What mercenary company?
According to our scout, they march under the banner of the Dust Devils.
Them? That's interesting.
Poussière diabolique.
What do you want me to do?
You will attend the meeting, find out what he wants, and dissuade him from this madness.
What?
Amitié.
But what if it's a trap?
It is a risk we must take.
Vous arrangez.
Also,
Si
the
ça
Wolf
piège.
Guard will observe the meeting from afar and intervene if the meeting is to take place in an abandoned mine in Hallett.
Bâtiment rallié dans ces mines
We shall send a
abandonnées.
courier once you set out.
Ça, ce que nous allons faire.
Well,
Correct. If we manage to take them out of the equation, then there is only the masked woman left to deal with.
Masquée, nous ne savons pas
And
trop.
we will find her. Vertarth. What about the Temple of Light? And that archaeologist, the Crest...
Still no clue about the temple, but we traced Merkel's movements to Everlight. We're doing all we can to find and bring him here as soon as possible.
Good. In the meantime, let us do what we can.
Général, il faut
General Aref, I have
arrêter les
faith in
corrompus
you.
avant que ce soit trop tard.
Stop the corrupted before it is too late.